Right, before we get started, right, just to double check, what is a funky cold Medina? Do they necessarily need to be cold to be funky? I mean, drinks are nice when they're cold, but if someone gave me a drink of any temperature that I deemed to be funky, I'm gonna call the manager, son. Why is this funky? A little bit spunky. Yeah, I don't know. I also don't know why I can't test things properly. Like on the weekend, for example, I tested the microphone setup in my helmet in the house. Everything was working because everything was nice and quiet. But when a wind noise and God knows what got involved, yeah, started to crackle again. Hadn't quite turned it down enough, I don't think. I also put the engine noise microphone. I put that one in my top box, wrapped in a t-shirt. Clever thinking, I thought. However, it turned out that it was next to a plastic box with like a couple of bits inside. So the entire way to Wales, all you could hear was rattling. So that was unusable as well. I mean, the audio it's listenable. You can hear it. It's just a little bit meh. It's not the kind of quality you come to demand from yours truly. And then my battery died when me and Stormtech started the ride, and then changed it all once because we went to the coast, and there was like a rally thing going on, like a rally prize giving handout, and we thought the cars were going to do like a little parade. We waited around for absolutely fucking ages and nothing happened. We all just kind of like went up onto like a little podium and then went down again into like a little queue. So I don't know what was going on. But yeah, when we left, I'd double adapted. And I didn't realise I double adapted until I got home and realised again I had recorded a shit ton of footage with no sound whatsoever, which is depressing and distressing. Okay, I am fully relying on this Golf to be going all the way up to the traffic lights, because if he turns off, I'm going to be sat there. There we go. These damn lights don't recognise bikes. Racist traffic lights. Yeah, so I managed to get one or two like little videos out of it. I mean, it was the A483 on the way down, which was an absolutely cracking bit of road, sort of mired by the fact that the weather, I mean, you could see, it's weird, but you can see more on the camera than I could in real life. I mean, it was misty, and that mist was like collecting on my visor, and it was the first time I believe that I've been on that road, so I had no idea of the twists and turns or anything, so I kind of took it relaxed for the most part. Not so much the ride. That Stormtech, he's a bad influence, by the way. Do not ride with that guy. Bad influence. My God. Yeah, he forced me to cut some police up. Absolutely atrocious. I mean, I didn't want to do it, but he threatened everything. There was threatening gestures, and what was I to do? Dominance, other than comply. I mean, I might put it, because I think I've still got the clip, but I don't have the audio, unfortunately. But I was looking to overtake the car in front of me, but I couldn't get a clear path for ages, and then there was like this long stretch of road uphill where it had like a little S-bend in it that I couldn't quite see, but it looked clear. So do you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, going at legal speeds only, obviously, and a car started coming the other way, so I dithered slightly, thinking about I was going to pull in. Decided to go for it anyway, and sort of like squeeze through the gap. Unfortunately, the words "hello" were on the bonnet of the car, so whoops. Fortunately, I was only doing legal speeds and legal speeds only. It was just quite a silly thing to do. I assume his video is going to be quite amusing to watch. It was a genuinely good day though. I mean, it was a shame because there was there was a bit of a, well, I say bit, but there was like storm warnings and stuff like that all over the bloody news, so a lot of people cancelled. So unfortunately it was just me and the tech himself, because Mama didn't raise no bitch, although I wish she did on the way home, because that was not pleasant remotely. But the weather is like, it's for the ride itself, it stayed dry. It was just, I left the house at 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't return home until 9 o'clock in the fucking evening. And I was also, my jacket, I mean, that's why I'm wearing the scumbag high vis. Ooh, thirsty bitch. Yeah, so literally I was on the road for a 3-hour trip down, and then there was like, I think maybe 2 hours of riding when I was down there, coupled with a 3-hour trip, 3-hour return journey. I was absolutely goosed. Yeah, and I have to say, like, my back is in some pain right now. But then again, right, I do have a bad, I like suffer from sciatica anyway. Okay, so there's cope number 1, and I also have a dodgy broken right knee. Cope number 2. So after what must have been at least sort of like 8 to 9 hours of on the bike time, I am in a bit of pain. But I defy anybody of any bike to do that kind of like distance in one sitting and not be a little bit fucking achy after it, like the day after. Defy all of you. Nothing wrong with the VFR. Nothing. Apart from that fucking chain that I genuinely adjusted the day before was sloppy as hell by the time I got home. It was so loose. It was basically constantly like rattling on the, because when you start to notice the chain needs adjusting when you like let off the accelerator, like that, and then you'll hear like the chain start to like clip the center stand, and the looser it gets, the like the more it does it. So like first you'll get like a couple of like ting 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 ting, and then eventually every time you let off the accelerator, the chain starts like rattling over the center stand, and eventually I found out that it will always hit the center stand once it gets loose enough. I mean, I didn't have any tools though, so that was like the only thing. I had to wait till I got home to do it, and with the rain, by the time I got home, I was literally in no mood to do any kind of like janky riding at all. Anyway, I was literally just head down, just going for it. But I was so fucking wet that oh my god, because I was leaning forward slightly. There was like a bit of a pocket of air between the jacket and my skin on my chest, but on the long right hand turns, like the wind would catch like just right, and it would shove freezing cold wet leather against the nipple on my right nipple. Oh my god, that keeps you awake. Oh, every now and then you're like, woo-hoo! Ridiculous. I was also recommended use of Adobe Premiere or Premiere Pro or whatever for its tracking and blurring capabilities. Now I don't really know how to do anything else on the Adobes, so what I've done is exported the video and then come on you fucking stupid van, come on. Want to be the big boy and go first. You keep the speed up. Absolute weapon. Oh, your indicators do work though. Completely forgot what it was I was saying. Oh yeah, blurring speedos. So I did it last night with the Wales 84 83 route. Yeah, what it's meant though is because normally, whenever there's a bit of cheeky riding, I just cut it out because like the cap cut like tracking thing, it just seemed to be really wonky. So I'd either have to go back in and adjust it by hand, or what was generally easier was to just do the entire thing frame by frame by hand, which as you may be aware, I'm fucking lazy and I'm not doing it. Nuts to that. So I mean, I'm sure there's a quicker way to do it than the way I did do it, with having to like replace and change the mask every bloody time. But it did appear to work quite well. Oh god, smell of shit. Yeah, so it was a little bit of a blessing in disguise that my audio didn't turn out so well. The blessing being, I now don't have to face constantly tracking and blurring license plates and speedos and stuff. I mean, I'm assuming Stormtech wants his license plate blurred for, you know, data protection and all that. It just seemed like the sensible thing to do. Whereas his selfie stick didn't half get a lot of attention. There's probably more that I didn't see as well. I think on one stretch of road, I think I'm doing a short about it that's releasing today. Just it's literally one stretch of road, like a bunch of people were like, "Oh, look at that!" Yeah, top ride that though. Just wish I didn't spend £80 on fuel.